right now, the language that feels like a mountain, the language that scares you, embarrasses you, shuts your mouth in front of people, was once the same language that broke me too. What if I told you that I once stood exactly where you are standing? Confused, insecure, afraid to speak, afraid to make mistakes. And yet today, this impossible language became the bridge that connected me to the world. What if I told you that the only difference between who I was and who I became was one simple decision? I refuse to stay silent. I want to take you back to a time when English was not just a subject for me. It felt like a punishment. Every time someone spoke in English, I felt small. Every time I heard fluent words flowing from someone's mouth, it reminded me of everything I didn't know. I wasn't born confident. I wasn't born fluent. I wasn't born with perfect grammar. I started with zero, absolutely zero. I didn't have elite schools, expensive academies, foreign environment, or people around me speaking flawless English. What I had was struggle, embarrassment, and the constant fear of being judged. But sometimes, life gives you enough pain that you stop caring what others think. And that was the start of my journey. I still remember the day a teacher asked me to read a simple paragraph in front of the class. My heart was beating faster than my ability to breathe. The paper in my hands trembled. I mispronounced 3 words in the very first line. My classmates giggled. Someone whispered from the back, "She doesn't even know how to read." Those words pierced my heart like arrows. I went home and cried, not because they laughed, but because I felt helpless. For the first time, I asked myself a difficult question. Am I really this weak? Am I really this incapable? And life answered me back, only if you stop trying. That night, I made a promise to myself. I decided that English would no longer be my weakness. I didn't choose this journey because it was easy. I chose it because walking away from it hurt even more. So I started from the most unexpected place, the mirror. Yes, the mirror. The only audience that never judged me. Every day I stood in front of my reflection and I forced myself to speak. Broken sentences, wrong grammar, strange pronunciation. Everything. I didn't aim for perfection, I aimed for courage. The courage to open my mouth. The courage to sound foolish. The courage to try again when I failed. Little did I know, this courage was slowly building a new version of me. I didn't have resources, but I had curiosity. So I used whatever I could find. Subtitles on YouTube videos, English songs, dictionary apps, children's storybooks, short articles, random conversations with strangers on the internet. I started small, 1 word at a time, 1 sentence at a time. And every day, I told myself, as long as I learn something new today, I am improving. Because learning English is not about speaking perfectly. It's about speaking consistently. I trained my ears before I trained my tongue. I listened more than I spoke. I observed how people used words, how they built sentences, how their tone carried meaning. People think learning English is only about grammar. No, grammar is important, but not at the beginning. At the beginning, what matters is rhythm, flow, confidence, and exposure. Imagine listening to a song again and again. Even if you don't understand the lyrics, eventually the tune gets stuck in your head. Language works the same way. The more you expose yourself, the more you absorb without even realizing it. There were days I wanted to quit. Days when I felt stupid. Days when nothing made sense. Days when I couldn't form a single correct sentence, even after trying again and again. But there is one truth I learned at you: do not fail when you make mistakes. You fail when you stop trying. So instead of running away, I turned my embarrassment into energy. I wrote down every sentence I got wrong. I practiced every word I mispronounced. I repeated every phrase until it sounded natural. I became my own teacher, my own critic, and my own supporter. Slowly, English became less scary. Slowly, sentences started forming on their own. Slowly, my mind started thinking in two languages. Slowly, I realized something powerful. Learning English was never about talent. It was about discipline. And discipline does not come from motivation. It comes from habit. So I built habits. Every single day I gave myself 30 minutes. No excuses. I listened for 10 minutes, read for 10 minutes, spoke for 10 minutes. This was my formula. I shadowed speakers I admired. I paused their videos, repeated their lines, copied their tone, their expressions, their energy. At first, it felt awkward. But after a month, I sounded more confident. After 3 months, people around me noticed the difference. After a year, I looked back and realized I was no longer the person who once trembled while reading a paragraph. But let me tell you the truth, no one tells you fluency does not come from fear. Fluency comes from failure. If you are scared to make mistakes, you will never improve. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will wait forever. If you keep saying, I will start tomorrow, tomorrow will never come. So speak today, with mistakes, with broken grammar, with imperfect pronunciation. Speak anyway, because language grows only when it is used. When I started talking to people, I was terrified. My heart raced. My tongue stumbled, but I forced myself, and every conversation made me stronger. Every correction made me better. Every failure made me wiser. I realized something important: people who mock your English are already behind you. People who encourage you are the ones who have walked the same path. Choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who help you learn, not people who make you feel small. Reading changed everything for me. I started with easy books. Books written for children. Yes, children. And that is nothing to be ashamed of. Child level English taught me the basics that adult level English ignored. As my confidence grew, I moved to articles, then novels, then self-help books. Reading built my vocabulary without effort. It taught me new words in context, not isolated lists that my brain could never remember. Writing was another pillar of my journey. I wrote daily, simple thoughts, feelings, stories, journal entries. Writing helps in ways speaking cannot. Writing slows your mind. It allows you to structure your thoughts. It shows you your mistakes clearly. Over time, my written English became stronger than my spoken English, and eventually both improved together. There was a moment in my journey when I realized I no longer needed to translate sentences in my head. English started flowing naturally. This didn't happen in one day. It happened after months of exposure, practice, mistakes, and consistency. I didn't chase fluency. Fluency found me because I refused to stop. I discovered something else too. English is not just a language. It's a tool. A tool that opens doors, creates opportunities, builds confidence, and connects you to millions of people worldwide. When I learned English, my world expanded. I could learn from global speakers, read global books, communicate with global audiences. I wasn't limited anymore. And nothing feels more empowering than breaking your own limitations. But let me share the most honest truth. I am still learning. Yes, even today. Because language learning never ends. You don't finish English, you grow with it. How do you polish it? You improve it. You evolve with it. And that is the beauty of this journey. There is no finish line, only progress. So let me talk directly to you. The one listening right now, the one who wants to improve but feels stuck, the one who has dreams bigger than fear. I want you to know something. You have everything you need to become fluent. You don't need money. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a foreign accent. You don't need approval. All you need is courage. The courage to take the first step and the consistency to keep taking steps even when you feel tired. Your journey may look messy. Your sentences may sound broken. Your pronunciation may not be perfect. But that does not matter. What matters is that you show up every single day. What matters is that you don't give up. What matters is that you believe, truly believe, that you can learn this language. If someone who started with 0, can learn English, then you. With all your passion, your dreams, your hunger, can do it too. You are not late. You are not incapable. You are not weak. You are a learner, and learners are always growing. So today, make a decision. Speak even if your voice shakes. Learn even if the world laughs. Improve even if progress feels slow. Because slow progress is still progress. And one day, maybe sooner than you think, you will look back and realize that the person you doubted the most was the person who transformed the most. Remember this, your fluency is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for effort. Your success is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for consistency.